Morning, y'all. I was just thinking about my life and how I just want to be transparent about what I've been thinking about. Me and my daughter, we were downstairs talking and we were talking about like houses and families that have both parents in the same house. As we were talking about it, I was telling her like I don't know exactly why God decided to not allow me and your dad to be together. Like separate us, do what he needed to do with us on our own, and then bring us back together. I don't know why God decided to do that. And so once I came back upstairs to finish getting ready, I was thinking about it because it's something that I've thought about a lot over the past 4 years. I've been walking with God for 4 years. I gave my life to Christ 4 years ago this month. The first thing he asked me to do was to break up with my daughter's father. And it didn't make sense to me why he would ask me to do that. But during that time, all I was seeing was testimonies of people like, God separated us and brought us back together. So I was kind of hoping for that. But it's been 4 years and God said no. Over the past few years, I have wondered, like, why didn't he allow that to be my story? But as I was sitting here thinking, I was like, my mom never left. And her mom probably never left. My mom was in a terrible relationship, a terrible marriage, never left until it was like way too late. And then finally got divorced. My mom never left. Her mom never left. I'm the first one to leave. And so I was thinking, maybe that's the curse that God wanted to break. Maybe he wanted someone to leave something that was bad for the first time ever. And it made me think that if I wouldn't have ever left, my testimony wouldn't be the same. Me leaving, I'm able to actually tell other girls, other guys to leave because I left. I feel as though sometimes in the church, a lot of us may have that testimony of like, we were in sin, we were in the world, we separated, we came back together. And so sometimes we may not be willing to tell people like, hey, you should leave because they didn't do it. So they can't really speak to, no, you should leave. And that's how so many people end up in abusive, narcissistic, demonic, horrendous relationship because the people speaking to them didn't go through it. They didn't leave. They didn't have to leave. And some people just endured abuse and stuff because they thought like they had to, or the Bible says, you got to stick it out. Like, no. Of course, I don't exactly know God's reason because he hasn't come down and been like, I told you to leave because this. I know that because I did leave, it led to a lot of growth, a lot of maturity. And I think if God would have told me to break up with him with the hope of like, oh, we're going to get back together, I kind of probably would have only been seeking God so I could be back with her dad. And that's just idolatry. God had to tear down the idolatry in me, in my bloodline, not just me, in my bloodline of just worshiping men. Dang.